Hello YouTubers, welcome back to GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair, where my job is to save you money. Today I'm going to show you how to do an oil change on a 2016 Ram 3500 with a 6.7 turbo diesel automatic 4x4. It's a dually applications, and we are going to be using this Valvoline oil. And a quick disclaimer, I am not getting sponsored by anybody here to show you this. So it would be nice, but that's not the case. Anyhow, this are going to be using for the very first time this wrench to remove the oil filter, and this to, when the oil filter is out, we can just use this, plug the oil and pull that filter out of the way. And supposedly this is make it very easy and clean, so prevent from making a lot of mess. So let's see how that works. All right, before I continue, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate checking the channel, and check all the other videos if you're curious about what we do here on GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair. Like I said in the beginning, my job is to save people money by doing it right the first time, troubleshoot, find the evidence, and make the recommendations so we can fix it once, fix it right, and people just continue going on with their lives. Anyhow, but if you are already a subscriber, welcome back. Let's get into the video. Okay, first thing what we're gonna do here, we're gonna have to go underneath the truck. Okay, always use a nice, pan to catch the oil, so that way prevent going to the sewer and getting into water. Because if you didn't know, 1 gallon of oil can pollute up to 1 million quarts of water. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Okay, so this is gonna be pretty straightforward here. All right guys, so the way we're gonna remove this, we're gonna use this 3/8 extension, because the bolt is a square, so it's gonna go there. Make sure it's gonna be kind of clockwise, so you can just go there and take your bolt out. All right, so on the camera, use gloves. It's always a good idea. There you go. So truck looks pretty clean underneath. It's awesome. All right, I'm gonna pause the video because I don't think you guys want to see me just, the oil dripping down, and I will resume the video in a second. All right, we're almost done here, so we're gonna put this back so we can just continue with this service. Okay. Tight. Now it is time to clean. All right, this thing is done. Now we got to move the pan. Very careful, that way it doesn't splash and give us trouble. So we got to position it underneath where the oil filter it is. Needless to say, it is a guy there, so the oil can just run and drip away from the shock. I mean, for the dampener, for the steering dampener and the front suspension. But again, it doesn't hurt just to be extra cautious. All right. All right guys, so we here, you can see right there is our oil filter, and we have a very limited amount of space here. Okay, so that's why I decided to try this tool, and let's see how that works. Okay, so let's see if it's gonna give us what we need. Oh, there you go. Listen up here. Again, it's a little tight space here, but it will help us to get it loose. Again, be careful with your AC line, I believe. This is the one, this one. And here is you, yeah, our compressor hoses there, so be careful with that. All right, so here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna loosen it a lot more now that we broke loose. And obviously, it's gonna leak some. Maybe. Well, the truck has been sitting overnight, so probably it's not gonna be that too much oil coming out of it right now. And I need to find a place to put the camera. So let me see. Hopefully you guys can see from here. So I can just use this tool. Let me move this out of the way for now. There it is. It came down. Let's see if I can let it rest on the. There it is. Okay, cool. So far, so good. It's resting there. Need to make sure this thing is not going to move. So put it there. Spin it. Kind of snug it there, and now it should be able to come out right through here. Nice. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Excellent. No oil spill on this thing. I like it a lot. All right, so now we are going to put the oil filter on the oil container upside down so I can remove this. I should have purchased 2 of this, so now the other one to put on the new oil filter, because we got to add oil to the oil filter, so that way the engine doesn't run dry or the filter is not empty and take a little longer to lubricate. But anyhow, so far so good. So we're gonna remove this, and I did purchase this on Amazon. We'll try to find the link. It's been a while, you know. I just wanted to get prepared before I start doing my oil changes. The truck has a very little mileage for the age of the truck. I only have 40,000 miles, and according to the manufacturers, we only have to do oil changes every 12,000 miles. And right now I haven't towed anything heavy on it. I mean, so there's no need to do any early than that. Okay, so let me get the oil filter. So make sure, a couple things, when you're using about to install the new oil filter, make sure the oil O-ring stays on the oil filter, on the old one. Other way, if it stays on the oil filter adapter, the base, if you put 2 O-rings together, when you start the car, it's going to leak right through the O-ring. It's going to make a huge mess, and obviously, 1, you don't want to do that. 2, you don't want to clean up. 3, and the oil is quite expensive, so be careful. Okay, so we're going to put here we're gonna open our oil. As you can see, brand new. Nice. Perfect. So I'm gonna put this back here. I don't think you guys need me to see me how to put the oil in the filter. I'm sure you guys can figure that out by yourself. See the oil there. Cool. Like it. Actually, I put a little bit of oil on that seal on the new oil filter, so that way when you install it, you know, you're able to tighten it enough. Now really quick, we're gonna use this rack and clean the top of the surface of the base. This, do it again, another part of the rack. All right, so there you go. Now we're gonna go here. This is, I have it here. Install it. Make sure you put everything back here. This goes there. Now we need to remove the plug here for the filter. There it is. Don't over tight it, okay? It doesn't need to be over tight, because either way you don't have enough room to probably use, you know, if you have enough room to put two hands there comfortably. So, you know, don't overdo it. Now we're going to lift this. Try to go here, find the base. Now take your time, make sure the filter is nice, and there it is. I'm tight as much as I can by hand. And again, we're going to use the tool to give it a little bit more, okay? But again, like anything else, we cannot go too crazy, because the filters are quite, you know, the metal, the gauge of this, it is pretty thin. It's pretty, gauge is pretty weak. Make sure when you're done tighten it, you guys, when you start the engine, make sure you come and check, because sometimes you can have a little bit of a leak, so you want to make sure you adjust it just right. Okay, I'm flipping it here, get a little bit better angle so I can tighten it a little bit more. There you go. I think that'll be enough. And when you use this wrench, make sure that put it all the way up. If you're too close to the bottom here, it probably is not gonna be as strong. If you have it all the way to the top, as high as the wrench can fit. All right. Okay, guys. The last thing is to add the engine oil to the engine, but I don't think you guys need me to show you that. You can do that for yourself. Check the level, you add the oil, start the vehicle, run it for like, I don't know, 20 seconds. Wait for the oil pressure gauge to go up. If you have a gauge, if you have a light, make sure the light goes off. After that, turn the vehicle off, make sure the vehicle is level so you can check the oil level. To never overfill the oil. Don't put more than is required, because too much of a good thing is a bad thing, right? It can create some vibrations and start leaking oil from other areas. So again, use common sense, be cautious. Okay, so have a great day. God bless. Do your best, forget the rest. And I will see you in the next video. Later.